Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Great English Podcast. I'm Catherine, and with me as always is my fantastic co-host, Mark. How are you today, Mark?
Hi Catherine. I'm great, thanks. Really excited about today's topic, hobbies and personal happiness. This is something I think a lot of our listeners will find both interesting and useful.
Absolutely. Hobbies play such an essential role in our lives, don't they? They can bring so much joy and satisfaction. But before we dive into the details, let's start with a simple question. What is a hobby?
A hobby is essentially any activity that you do regularly for pleasure and relaxation rather than for work. It could be anything from playing a musical instrument to gardening, painting, or even collecting stamps. The key is that it's something you enjoy and that helps you unwind.
Right. And hobbies are incredibly diverse. Some people love physical activities like hiking or swimming, while others might prefer more sedentary pursuits like reading or knitting. What's your favorite hobby, Mark?
Oh, I have a few, but if I had to pick one, I'd say playing the guitar. There's something really therapeutic about strumming the strings and creating music. How about you, Catherine?
I absolutely love painting. There's something so relaxing about putting a brush to canvas and watching a picture come to life. It's a great way to express creativity and take a break from the daily grind.
That's fantastic. So, let's explore why hobbies are so important for our personal happiness. One major reason is that they provide a sense of accomplishment. When you complete a project or improve a skill, it gives you a boost of confidence and pride.
Exactly. And that sense of accomplishment can spill over into other areas of your life, making you feel more capable and positive overall. Hobbies also offer a great way to connect with others. Joining clubs or groups with people who share your interests can lead to new friendships and social support.
Absolutely. Social connections are a huge part of happiness. Humans are social creatures by nature, and having a network of friends and acquaintances can provide emotional support, reduce stress, and increase feelings of belonging.
Another big benefit of hobbies is that they help reduce stress. Engaging in an activity you enjoy can take your mind off your worries and provide a much-needed break from the pressures of work or school.
Yes, and there's science to back that up. Studies have shown that engaging in leisure activities can lower blood pressure, reduce levels of cortisol, which is a stress hormone, and even improve overall mental health.
And it's not just about reducing stress. Hobbies can also enhance your creativity and problem-solving skills. When you engage in creative activities, you're training your brain to think outside the box and come up with innovative solutions.
That's a great point. For instance, if you enjoy writing stories or poetry, you're constantly practicing how to communicate ideas effectively and imaginatively. Those skills can be incredibly valuable in many aspects of life, including work and personal relationships.
And let's not forget about the physical benefits. Many hobbies, like dancing, hiking, or playing sports, involve physical activity, which is great for your overall health. Even hobbies that aren't traditionally active can get you moving and improve your fitness levels.
Definitely. Physical activity releases endorphins, which are natural mood lifters. Plus, staying active can help you sleep better, have more energy, and even improve your cognitive function.
So true. Now, let's talk about some tips for finding a hobby that you'll love. It can be a bit daunting to start something new, especially if you're not sure where to begin.
One good approach is to think about what you already enjoy doing in your free time. Do you like reading? Maybe you'd enjoy joining a book club or trying your hand at writing. Are you a fan of cooking shows? Perhaps experimenting with new recipes could be your thing.
Another tip is to consider what activities you enjoyed as a child. Sometimes, we lose touch with our childhood passions as we grow older, but revisiting them can reignite that sense of joy and wonder.
That's a great idea. Also, don't be afraid to try new things. Sometimes, you won't know if you like something until you give it a shot. Take a class, join a group, or even just experiment on your own at home. The key is to keep an open mind and be willing to explore.
Yes, and remember that it's okay to be a beginner. Everyone starts somewhere, and it's perfectly fine to not be good at something right away. The important thing is to enjoy the process and keep practicing.
Absolutely. And speaking of enjoying the process, let's dive into some specific hobbies that can boost your personal happiness. First up, let's talk about gardening.
Gardening is a wonderful hobby. It gets you outside, gives you a sense of accomplishment as you watch your plants grow, and it's great exercise too. Plus, there's something very soothing about being in nature and working with your hands.
Not to mention the joy of harvesting your own fruits, vegetables, or flowers. There's a lot of satisfaction in knowing you've grown something from scratch.
Another great hobby is photography. It allows you to capture and appreciate the beauty around you, and it can be a great creative outlet. Plus, with today's smartphones, it's easier than ever to get started.
Photography is fantastic because it encourages you to see the world differently. You start to notice details and moments that you might have otherwise overlooked. And sharing your photos can also be a great way to connect with others.
Absolutely. Then there's playing a musical instrument, like you mentioned earlier, Mark. It's a hobby that can be incredibly rewarding. Learning to play an instrument challenges your brain and improves your coordination.
Yes, and it's also a great stress reliever. Whether you're strumming a guitar, playing the piano, or even just tapping out rhythms on a drum, making music can be a very therapeutic experience.
Another hobby that can bring a lot of happiness is cooking or baking. It's creative, it's practical, and you get to enjoy delicious results. Plus, cooking for others can be a wonderful way to show you care.
Cooking is great because it engages all your senses, the smells, the tastes, the textures. And trying out new recipes can be a fun adventure. Plus, sharing a meal with loved ones can strengthen your relationships and create lasting memories.
Reading is another fantastic hobby. It's a wonderful way to escape, learn new things, and experience different worlds and perspectives. Whether you're into fiction, non-fiction, or even graphic novels, there's something for everyone.
Reading can be incredibly relaxing, and it's a great way to unwind after a long day. It also improves your vocabulary and comprehension skills, which can be beneficial in many areas of life.
Another hobby to consider is painting or drawing. Like I mentioned earlier, it's a great way to express yourself creatively. And you don't have to be a professional artist to enjoy it. The act of creating is what's important.
Painting and drawing can be very meditative. It's about the process as much as the end result. Plus, it's a great way to visually express your thoughts and emotions.
Speaking of expression, let's not forget about writing. Whether it's journaling, writing stories, or even blogging, writing can be a very cathartic hobby. It allows you to organize your thoughts and explore your imagination.
Writing is a fantastic way to reflect on your experiences and articulate your feelings. It can also be very empowering to see your thoughts and ideas take shape on the page.
Absolutely. Now, for those who enjoy working with their hands, crafting can be a very fulfilling hobby. Whether it's knitting, sewing, woodworking, or even making jewelry, crafting allows you to create something tangible and unique.
Crafting is great because it's both creative and practical. You get to make beautiful things, and you can also create useful items. Plus, the repetitive motions involved in many crafts can be very soothing and meditative.
Then there's volunteering. While it might not be a traditional hobby, volunteering can bring a great sense of fulfillment and happiness. Helping others and giving back to the community can be incredibly rewarding.
Volunteering is a wonderful way to make a positive impact. It can also help you develop new skills and meet like-minded people. Plus, knowing you've made a difference in someone's life can be a powerful boost to your own happiness.
Another fun and often overlooked hobby is bird watching. It's a great way to spend time outdoors, learn about nature, and enjoy the beauty of wildlife. Plus, it requires patience and observation, which can be very calming.
Bird watching is fantastic because it combines the benefits of being in nature with the excitement of discovering new species. It's a great way to slow down and appreciate the natural world around you.
And let's not forget about puzzles and games. Whether it's jigsaw puzzles, board games, or even video games, these activities can be a great way to relax and have fun. They also help improve your problem-solving skills, and can be a great way to spend time with family and friends.
Absolutely. Games can bring people together and provide hours of entertainment. Plus, many games challenge your mind in different ways, keeping your brain active and engaged.
Learning a new language can be incredibly enriching. It not only helps you communicate with more people, but also gives you a deeper understanding of different cultures and perspectives.
Then there's yoga and meditation. These practices are wonderful for both the mind and body. They help improve flexibility, reduce stress, and promote a sense of inner peace.
Yoga and meditation can be very grounding. They teach you to be present and mindful, which can help you manage stress and find balance in your life.
Another hobby that's gaining popularity is DIY home improvement. From small crafts to larger renovation projects, working on your home can be very satisfying and practical.
DIY projects can be a great way to personalize your space and improve your living environment. Plus, there's a real sense of accomplishment in completing a project with your own hands.
And for those who love the outdoors, hiking and camping are fantastic hobbies. They allow you to explore nature, get some exercise, and enjoy the beauty of the wilderness.
Hiking and camping can be incredibly refreshing. There's something about being out in nature, away from the hustle and bustle of everyday life, that's very rejuvenating.
Speaking of nature, let's talk about fishing. It's a hobby that combines relaxation with excitement. Whether you're at a lake, river, or the ocean, fishing can be a great way to unwind and connect with nature.
Fishing is a wonderful way to spend time outdoors and enjoy the tranquility of the water. Plus, the thrill of catching a fish can be very rewarding.
Another hobby that can bring a lot of joy is dancing. Whether you take classes, go out dancing with friends, or just dance around your living room, it's a great way to express yourself and get some exercise.
Dancing is fantastic because it combines physical activity with creativity. It's a fun way to stay fit, and can also be a great social activity.
And for those who enjoy being creative in the kitchen, there's mixology. Creating your own cocktails and mocktails can be a fun and creative hobby. It's a great way to experiment with flavors and impress your friends.
Mixology is a lot of fun. It's like being a chef, but with drinks. You can try new recipes, create your own concoctions, and learn about different types of spirits and mixes. Another fulfilling hobby is genealogy. Researching your family history can be fascinating and rewarding. It's a great way to learn more about where you come from and connect with your roots.
Genealogy can be a very engaging and educational hobby. It involves a lot of detective work, piecing together your family's past, and it can provide a deeper sense of identity and belonging.
And for those who love animals, pet care can be a very rewarding hobby. Whether you have a dog, cat, bird, or even a reptile, taking care of a pet can bring a lot of joy and companionship.
Pets can provide unconditional love and companionship. Taking care of them can be very fulfilling, and spending time with them can reduce stress and improve your mood.
Finally, let's talk about travel as a hobby. Exploring new places, experiencing different cultures, and meeting new people can be incredibly enriching and exciting.
Travel broadens your horizons and opens your mind to new experiences. It can be a great way to learn about the world, gain new perspectives, and create lasting memories.
Absolutely. Travel can be one of the most rewarding hobbies, offering endless opportunities for adventure and personal growth.
So, As we've seen, hobbies are not just about passing the time. They're about enriching your life, boosting your happiness, and helping you grow as a person. Whether it's something active, creative, social, or solitary, there's a hobby out there for everyone.
And the best part is, you don't have to stick to just one. You can have multiple hobbies that cater to different aspects of your personality and interests.
That's right. The key is to find activities that bring you joy and satisfaction. Hobbies are a personal journey, and what works for one person might not work for another. So, it's all about exploring and finding what makes you happy.
We hope today's episode has inspired you to think about your own hobbies and maybe even try something new. Remember, the most important thing is to have fun and enjoy the process.
Exactly. And if you're already into a hobby, we'd love to hear about it. Share your experiences and let us know how your hobbies have contributed to your personal happiness.
That's right. Feel free to reach out to us on our social media channels or through our website. We love hearing from our listeners and learning about your journeys.
And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to the Great English Podcast and leave us a review. Your support means the world to us.
Thanks for joining us today. Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and most importantly, have fun with your hobbies.
Take care, everyone.